Welcome to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy bringing you an unboxing bonus video this week. We've got a bunch of collections that came in that are going to be up for resale on my eBay listing videos. They're like this one, where I sell anywhere from 50 to 100 Kenner, Star Wars, action figures, playsets, vehicles, creatures, accessories, everything you need to fill holes in your collection on Sundays and 7-day auctions. Start on Sunday, end on Sunday, start on Sunday, end on Sunday. Never ends. And right now we're up to episode 94. 94 weeks in a row. We've been recapping all the price points, giving shout outs to every single person that purchased from me. Accolades, giveaways, everything is happening on these episodes right here. And then all these things that are coming from this unboxing, they will be cleaned, they'll be prepped, we'll try to get accessories to match up with them so we can sell them as all complete, beautiful figures. And that is the resale side of how we do things here with the Star Wars Daddy. Just real quick, because these are short little bonus videos, we're not going to have too much housekeeping, but if you could please hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell notification, be notified of all the upcoming content I'll tell you about in the outro of this video. That would be incredible. The next thing you can do to help support this channel is memberships. There'll be a commercial that plays sometime in this video. It's a rebel soldier. He's back on Hoth. He gets attacked by a Wampa, but all of the perks that are given to him from memberships here from the Star Wars Daddy give him enough force to defeat the Wampa, just like Luke Skywalker. It's almost identical. But literally here with memberships, you don't just get early access to videos. You don't just get special emojis. You don't just get bonus member-only videos. You do get those things, but we're literally giving you free stuff for joining memberships. I want this to be the best membership program of all Star Wars YouTube channels, and so please check out that video. You can also go down below in the description of this video, click more. You have to click more again. I don't know why they have two mores, but you gotta click more twice, and then it'll be a whole bunch of information that pops up. One of those is a hyperlink. One hyperlink takes you to a web page of all of my links. We've got Twitch, because I'm gaming as well. We've got Instagram, TikTok, email address. We've got my eBay link in case you want to find all these things that are up for sale. And we have the membership link. You click that, it'll show you all the tiers and all the different things that you get. If there's anything confusing about that, please just reach out to me at my email address at thestarwarsdaddy@gmail.com. I'll answer all of your questions there. We would love to have you be a part of this community and help support a growing channel like mine. All right, guys, that's it. That's the housekeeping. Quick, simple. The liking, the commenting down below, the hitting the bell notification, the membership stuff. That's all we need to talk about. Let's shut me up. Let's get into this unboxing. Okay, guys, we got 4 boxes here we need to unbox, and I don't know which one to start with, so we'll just start. I think we'll start with this one that's on top here, and we've got some collection stuff coming in, some stuff for retail. But let's get this opened up, see what we've added here into the inventory for eBay listings, and we will, at the end, we'll do a flyby, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll do a flyby so you can see every little thing, and I think what we have in this one is a bunch of mini rigs. So let's take a look here, and I'm hoping this isn't glued on. All right, so we can see right here the dome on this mini rig is not glued on. It's actually intact. This never happens. And I might actually have a cleaner version of this. This is a little bit dirty, and we got some, well, it's not too bad. Well, we got a little sticker wear here. But we will see, we'll make the best one we can out of that. Here's one. The guns are not broken. We are missing the top, but it's right here. So we have the top. All right, we got the top on there. It's making all the click noises. Sounds great. Look at all the stickers are there. This is a pretty nice one. So we've got 2 of them there. All right, the PDT-8, and the door just came off, but it's right here. And then inside of this, we've also got some of those tools for that maintenance energizer mini rig. So we've got that there. So we'll put those there. What else do we have in here? All right. What happens a lot is this tip of the gun. You can see it's got a little bit of a flex point there, and that breaks off a lot. And so we'll take a look. I probably have maybe a nicer version of this, and we'll just take this gun off, put it on the other one, and make the nicest one we can. All right, here's another one. And it looks to be all complete. We've got the dome. It's actually a pretty nice dome. And all the stickers look like they're up. I think there might be a sticker on the bottom that's missing here. But we might have a nicer one that has all the stickers, so we will make sure again to complete it. And then this one here I think is missing the front gun, but I've got the front gun, and I just made the wings pop off because I pushed into it too hard. There we go. So wings are all there. And we got the stickers. I think those are all the stickers, but they're a little rough. We'll see if we have a better one of this. And then we'll get the front gun because I've got that. And so here's all those mini rigs right here. You can barely see them. But again, we'll do a flyby later on. All right, let's do this small box. I think this kind of goes along with what we just opened. And I don't even know how to open this. It's been a custom box that somebody made here. I think we're getting it. All right, we got some tape down here. Tape down here. Still can't seem to get this thing open. Sheesh. Tons of packaging. All right, and here's the item. All right, so here we go, guys. We've got another one of these guys, and it has the dome. And it's missing, I think, one of the sides, and I've got that side. And so we're gonna end up with two of these Cap 2 mini rigs that'll be all complete. All right, let's get into this box. I think we've got some action figures here, which will be good. All right, I can see right now we've got some card backs, modern card backs on top. Let's take a look at these. We got a whole bunch of Power of the Force 2 card backs, and they're red ones. And I think those, oh, there's a Boba Fett. That might fetch a little bit of value. I don't know. I think these ones, these are the red ones? You know what? I don't even know. What am I even saying? But we got all kinds of characters, main characters here. 3 Stormtroopers. Jeez. Boba Fett, Yoda, R2-D2, Luke Skywalker, and a Darth Vader. And so I don't know if these have any value or not, but we could definitely find out by putting them on eBay. We'll see what happens. And then, all right, what do we have here? Just packaging. Okay, just packaging on top. All right, get that out of the way. And then we've got our action figures. So let's pull these guys out. Got a whole bunch. And then we got, more card backs. These are vintage ones. That's better. Throw that out of the way. Let's take a look at these card backs first before we get into all these figures. And so we've got an unpunched IG-88, but someone took out that pop. So the pop is gone. We got a Bespin security guard. He's got some staples in him. Same with the Imperial TIE Fighter pilots. Got some staples. We've got a tear that went through the power droid. Someone tried to tape it. Here's your original R2-D2, again with 2 staples. I don't know why was somebody stapling in the same spot? There was one here and there's one here, like on every card back. So that's going to be a bummer. Empire Strikes Back for an R5-D4. We got Zuckuss. We got that Skiff Guard Lando. We got an Ugnaught. This one's got all kinds of stuff on it. That's their good old Forlom, and it appears to be unpunched. Unpunched Imperial Commander. We've got a Logray there. Bespin Leia. I mean, I might just try to take the staples out, and then we'll just leave the little holes. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. An unpunched Squid Head. We've got your Jedi Luke Skywalker. He's got 4 staples. And then we got Reese, and we got Chief Sherpa. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and, go around the back and then pop the staples out, and then there'll be little holes in there. And then we'll sell them as different lots for those guys. All right, let's pour all this stuff out. What do we have here? All kinds of figures. Now we got a little bit of red on the bottom here, but I think that'll come off. That'll come off. We'll be able to clean that off. It's just a little bit of like lipstick or something. But there's an R5-D4. It looks pretty nice. A little bit of yellowing to that sticker. And what do we have? A Taiwan? Nope, Hong Kong. Look dark just because it's got a little bit of fading to it. But it's not too bad, actually, that R2-D2. We got a whole bunch of these backpacks and Yoda backpacks. And then in this bag, we've got some gas masks, and we got that, obviously, the backpack with the grappling hook and the belt. Not a backpack, but the belt. And here is a torn up, thin, skirted Klaatu skirt, unfortunately. And then we got some beaters. I think he put these beaters kind of to the side. Look at these guys, just absolute beaters. So we'll get those in a lot to sell as beaters. I'm going to put them aside right now over there. And we got 2 nice looking Jawas here. So we got small eyes and a large eyes Jawa. Smooth cape over here, and then a normal cape over here. So is this a no COO? It is. So no COO right there with the large-eyed one. Usually that smooth cape indicates that you might have a no COO figure there. So we got two nice Jawas. All right, let's get into this next bag here. And I think this lot, I don't think there's many accessories in this one. I think it's just action figures is what we have here. And there's a tight-limbed TIE Fighter pilot. Needs to be cleaned a little bit. That's a Hong Kong version. We got a pretty nice Hoth Leia here, from what I can see. Nice tight joints. I might actually have her weapon, so we might combine that with her and sell her. Here's a very nice Hoth Han Solo. Here's a Stormtrooper. Needs to be cleaned. I can see some dirt on him. But otherwise, pretty nice. And it's a two-line Hong Kong COO. Oh boy, I've got so many of these right now, and I don't have enough of the helmets to go with them. And this is a normal Hong Kong one. He's in okay condition. Here's your Zuckuss. Let's take a look at those eyes. A little bit of paint wear on those eyes. So this one's kind of a bummer. He's in okay condition. We got loose-limbed Bespin Han Solo with a little bit of paint wear. We might put him over in the junker pile. Looks like we have a pretty nice X-Wing Luke. And it's your raised bar China right there. And he is, I mean, look at this. So we will match him up with our next blue-black Rebel Blaster once we get one. I think I'm short of those right now. And here's another Bespin Han. He's a little bit better, but we get that paint rub on the hair, unfortunately. Chewbacca looks to be nice. And this is your, let's take a look at it. Let me put it up there. It's just the medium. I think that's the medium Hong Kong COO on the back of the leg. Nyan, and he looks to be very nice. And another X-Wing Luke Skywalker. And this is your Hong Kong version right there on the back. And he's actually really decent as well. So two very nice Luke X-Wings. We got a Rebel Commando. It's your regular painted face one. China version. Very nice. And I've got about 50 Emperors right now. And it looks like he needs to be a little bit cleaned. But he'll go into a pile of Emperors. And then we've got a Rancor Keeper. And he's got some paint wear and some hair. Somebody's long hair. Blonde hair. My wife's going to be questioning what's going on down here when she sees that blonde hair. So we're going to have to dispose of the blonde hair. All right, so another group of figures here. We got a beater. All right. We've got a pretty nice red snaggletooth, except we got a little paint wear on the back of the heels, which is pretty common. So he'll go into a pile of red snaggleteeth. Tearing the cape for Orlando. That's a bummer. There's your darker haired Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it's your no COO. We got a bare naked squid head. Regular Hong Kong COO. Then we got a Obi-Wan with a normal Hong Kong COO, and this is your white hair. Here we go. We've got that trench coat Han Solo. He looks to be in pretty nice condition, except when you turn him around. Oh, shoot. So we'll put that jacket into the beater pile, and we'll just have Han Solo be loose. That's unfortunate. Another Rancor Keeper, a little yellowing to the chest. He's tan. He was just wearing sleeves. He wasn't wearing the rest of the shirt. But he's much nicer as far as the paint, but he's got the yellowing. It's a no COO version. And does anybody care about Lobot? Well, there's Lobot. He looks to be in pretty nice condition. A little bit of paint's not too bad there on the back of the head. And we got another Hoth Leia. She needs to be cleaned, and she's missing a little bit of paint on the eyes there and on the back of the head. So she's not doing too well. Tusken Raider, well, big tear in the cape. And then there we go. We got Darth Vader. Looks to be in very nice condition. I'm not seeing any tears in the armholes. And pretty nice paint overall. Let's see if we've got anything special. It's just a regular Hong Kong COO. Here's another Darth Vader. And I've been looking for a Letty Darth Vader because I have the cape and the saber. So it'd be nice if I could find... Hey, it's me, Carl, a rebel soldier. And I'm back on Hoth again, searching for all those amazing perks that come with the Star Wars Daddy membership program here on YouTube, which I just signed up for. At least it's safe here now that the Empire has been destroyed. Wait, what's that? Ah! Oh no, the Wampa got me? The only way for me to get out of this situation is by using the Force. The Force that comes from the Star Wars Daddy membership perks, like member-only monthly giveaways. Free action figures and Star Wars Daddy stickers on your next eBay purchase. Free eBay shipping on all action figures and accessories in the middle and top tiers of memberships. And the Star Wars Daddy t-shirt I'm wearing after certain tenure. There are even more perks, but I don't have time to list them all off with this Wampa situation. I've got to use all of these membership perks. I'm feeling the Force! I'm feeling the Force! Memberships! A Letty version, but here's another Hong Kong version. Here's one more. Vader right here. We got a tear in the cape there. And then what do we have inside? This one is looking interesting. Needs to be cleaned, but it is a Hong Kong. All right, here's a thin skirt Klaatu who's not in that bad of condition. We'll be able to complete him. We got a squid head here. We'll be able to complete this squid head as well. And guess what? Another Lando, but he's got some real paint wear on him. We're going to throw him in the junker pile over there. We got a General Made Dean who's got some paint wear on the hands and the paint wear on the boots and kind of medium limbs. That's going to be a junker too. Bespin Leia, she's looking pretty nice. Little paint rub on the back of the hair bun. And the gold foil has just kind of came off, but not bad overall for her. We got Carl, that rebel soldier. He looks to be kind of nice, but he's got a little bit of paint rub. I bet you this spot will just come off with my fingernail right here. Let's take a look. Oh, it's just dirt. That's why. So we'll get him cleaned up, and then we get the little paint rub on the tips there, so not too bad. We got an Admiral Akbar here. It's okay. It's a Hong Kong version. Needs to be cleaned. We got some dirt there on the arm. Uh-oh, we got a junker, and we got some loose limbs too. Man, this guy got beat up. So junk pile over there, and then we've got a Hammy Hammerhead who's got tight limbs everywhere. And a Hong Kong version. I haven't had a no COO in a long time. I feel like it's been like over a year. Who knows? Is this a painted legs? No, I think it's molded. So we got another Carl. Better condition than the last one. Less paint wear. And then we've got that good old Leia with the combat poncho. But I think we got a couple marks there on her back. Two little indents. Who knows what caused that? Oh, we got more. We got maybe another junker AT-AT driver with all that yellowing. And then we've got another General Made Dean with lots of paint wear. It's a bummer. So we got two General Made Deans that are junk and AT-AT drivers. All right, a junker C-3PO. This one's real bad. Got paint wear, so and missing fingers. So I'll put him in the junk pile. We actually have a pretty decent C-3PO, and the limbs are actually pretty good. Like they wiggle a little bit, but they actually tighten all around this C-3PO. So that one's a nice one. Here's another one that has very nice gold overall, but looser limbs on this one. But that's still okay. And then we've got that Death Star droid, and unfortunately we got some looser limbs on him. Guess what? Hey, another Emperor. Perfect. We'll add him to the pile. We got a Klaatu skiff guard, a little bit of yellow, a lot of yellowing. It was a little bit back here, a lot in the front. He didn't switch over to his back quick enough when he was tanning. So unfortunately we got too much yellowing on that one really. And then we got a prune face. Looks to be in pretty decent condition overall in the prune. And we got another Death Star droid with tighter joints, but feel like the black paint is a little bit more worn, unfortunately. We got Bob, Carl's boss, and he's a little bit yellowed. So who knows what we'll do with him, but we'll clean him up just and see if we can't make that yellowing go away. We got an AT-AT commander who looks to be in beautiful condition, and it is your Hong Kong version. And then we got that ghost. It's Anakin Skywalker, who looks to be beautiful. So that's nice. Oh, right as I said that, his arm is loose. So everything else is great, except this arm is a little bit loose. All right, last bag of figures here. And also we've got a open belly tauntaun that needs to be cleaned, so we'll try to clean him up. And limbs are medium-ish. That right foot seems to be, like if you put any pressure on it, he's going down. All right, so we did get an accessory right here for a 2-1B. So super nice on that. And here is the 2-1B. And it appears to be your flat paint version. But he's got a little bit of weirdness back here. I've got another one, so we'll match up the accessory with a better 2-1B. We got a Power of the 4/17 Paplu, and I've got multiple Paplu hoods. So we'll at least be able to give him the hood. He's got looser limbs. We got a Bosk. Does anybody care about Bosk? He seems to be in okay condition. A couple little paint rubs on the back, but he's not bad. And then we've got tons of Chief Chirpas. And I can tell you right now, none of them are going to be sold. They're all junk. We got paint wear on here. We got a hole right here on this guy. Look at the yellowing happening there. So all those are going over to the junk pile. We got an AT-8 who's got a little yellowing to him, but not bad. Jedi Luke Skywalker, little paint rub on the nose and on the hand, but he's okay overall. We've got a T-Bow that'll go into a pile of T-Bows. I've got tons of T-Bows right now. And then we've got actually a very nice looking Leia Organa. Take a look at this one, guys. This is pretty nice. And this is your Hong Kong version, but a little cleaning on her, but she is white as white can be. There's a little bit of a something right here. What's happening right here? I don't know. Some sort of a something on there. So we'll get that cleaned off. But I think she's going to be great. And then we've got a very nice Leia Bouche and a little bit of yellowing and discoloring. So what we'll probably do is I've got plenty of Leia Bouches. We'll take the helmet, add it to one of the nicer Leia Bouches, and get her all complete. Okay, guys, this last box I think was sent to me on accident. I'll tell you a story real quick. I was looking for a 15-inch IG-88 complete. And there was one that was a pretty good deal already, but I was trying to get a better deal on it because they're expensive. And so I was talking to a seller, and we were going back and forth over a couple days. And probably be about an hour earlier, I had just spoken to the seller, and they were thinking about sending out an offer. So I was waiting around, and then all of a sudden an offer came through. And it looked like the exact same picture. And I could see it was sent to everybody that was following it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to take this right now. So I went in, quickly accepted it, I paid for it, and then I realized about 5 minutes later, it was somebody else's listing that was incomplete. So I was like, oh no, I've made a big mistake. I immediately reached out to the seller and I said, I'm sorry, this is the story, like it's just what I told you. I was just talking to someone for the last like 24, 48 hours about this item, and your offer, eBay sent me your offer, and I thought it was the same one. I accidentally jumped the gun. Can you please cancel the order? This is within 10 minutes of the listing ending and me paying for it. And so it was accepted pretty quick. That they refunded me and accepted it. Never responded to my message, but it was all taken care of. And then all of a sudden, I got notification that the item's been delivered, but I had been refunded. So I don't know what's going on. This could be a box, a pile of garbage, or they took a dump in this box because they were upset that I had to cancel an item after I paid for it. I don't know. We're going to find out what's in this box. It could be the IG-88. I'm nervous, but then I'm going to have to reach out to the seller and figure out what's going on because they sent me something that they'd refunded me for, and I believe it is actually the IG-88. So I am going to open this up here. It's weird that they haven't said anything. It's been a week. Oh my gosh, it is. I think it is the IG-88. This is the IG-88. Right here, we've got two of the bombs. I have one of the Imperial blasters. I don't have the rifle. I'm going to pull this out of the bag. So they still sent this to me. Why would they do that? I canceled it so quickly. We got loose limbs here. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to send this off to be loose graded. But I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. Here it is. I'm going to back it up. So the seller still sent this to me. We do have the bandolier. We have 2 bombs. I have the Imperial blaster. I don't have the IG-88 blaster. So we would need to get 2 bombs and the IG-88 blaster to complete this thing, but it's got pretty loose limbs. This is not going to grade high. I was looking for a much higher version that would be gradable. Some of the screws, we got some rust on the screws. So I think this might just go up in my collection for now, and then I just have to see what happens. But pretty crazy that I canceled it within 10 minutes. It was refunded completely, and then they still shipped it to me. It's so bizarre. And who knows what's going on here in the bombs? What's going on? Anything? No, they look to be the right plastic and everything. We got those little meld type marks that are on them. There's this little flattening part that happens. So anyways, we got an IG-88, 15-inch IG-88 in the collection. 2 bombs. I've got a gun that I've been sitting on for quite a while. And so now we'll just need to make some decisions here. I don't know what we're going to do. I wanted one of these complete, again, to be loose graded. But this one I don't believe is in the gradable quality that I would want. So reach out to the seller and see if they respond to me. But I don't know what we're going to do with this. Anyways, let's do a little drive-by so you can see all the things that we've added to the collection this week that's going to be popping up on eBay. All right, starting off, we got those C-3POs there and the Death Star droid, and here's some accessories, just a couple accessories over there. We got some obviously on the figures, but nothing really crazy in this collection. This is a pretty standard collection that comes in, and then it's my job to clean them and get them prepped and get our accessories with them so we can get them listed on eBay. And then we got all those Power of the Force 2 cards, and then we got those vintage card backs. Here's all the beaters up over here. So we got a chunk of beaters. We got some ruined accessories and whatnot, but then we got all these mini rigs. So the mini rigs are pretty cool. Tons of mini rigs. We got 2 of those Cap 2 ones, and then we got to do a little bit of work, I think, with some of these just to get some nicer quality versions of them. And so we'll try to get the best product that we can out there. And then we got that open-bellied Tauntaun, but there it all is. So there it all is. We'll get it all in view there. So pretty nice. Didn't spend very much money at all, actually, for all this stuff. Pretty inexpensive week for me, but we've got another collection coming that's going to have a lot of figures and whatnot, so hopefully that'll be here and we'll get an unboxing done with that video. All right, we did it. We got through that unboxing. This is a pretty typical unboxing. Typically, there's more accessories that I would want to purchase in these collections, but I have kind of a surplus of accessories so I can get a lot of these guys complete. And then obviously there's a cleaning job that needs to take place. We got some work we got to do, but we'll get these things all prepped and ready. Now, members, they know that they have early access to claim these items before they go up to eBay. They don't want to bid with other people and get outbid and be in a bidding war. So memberships, one of the perks, one of the many perks, is that they have access to see the video like this and go in and claim some stuff or ask me what the pricing is, and then we'll do stuff outside of eBay. Saves you on the sales tax, saves me on the fees, and that's the way we're going to do it. Now that IG-88 is going to stay in the collection for right now, so it's not going to be up for sale. We don't know what we're going to do with that. We could have a situation with the seller. We got to work that thing out, so we're just going to let that play out. And then, listen, I've got a bandolier that's not in bad condition, and I got 2 bombs. And I've got an Imperial blaster. So really all I need is a nicer IG-88 and then the IG-88 rifle, and then I've got a complete one I can send off to be loose graded. So that is the plan, I think, as of right now. All those mini rigs, though, they'll be up for sale. We're going to get them compiled with the nicest versions we can with all of the different ones I have. I've got a whole bunch of loose, incomplete ones. So we'll put them all together, get the nicest ones out there, and then those figures will start trickling their way onto eBay as well. If you like this video, if you want to see more content like this, tell me you like it by hitting like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification to be notified of all of this upcoming content. This Sunday is a September mail haul. I gathered all of the items that I personally added to my collection. All the stuff that goes up here on the walls, I have a pile. and it's stacked up over there. We're going to pull those things out. I'm going to feature them all so you can see what the Star Wars Daddy is collecting on a monthly basis. It's not just Star Wars. We've got other toy lines. It's not just graded items. We've got loose stuff. We've got play sets. We got vehicles. We got all kinds of stuff. So make sure to check out that video this Sunday. Next week, we'll have another bonus unboxing video. I have maybe 2 collections that are on their way. They should be here in the next couple of days. We'll get those things unboxed. We'll put a video out sometime next week. I don't know when. That's why you got to hit that bell notification so you're notified when that comes out. And then next Wednesday, we're going to have the episode 95 of our weekly Star Wars eBay listing videos, which I talked about in the intro. So that'll be a recap of all of the items that are up for sale currently that end this Sunday, where we give all those shout outs to all the members. And again, giveaways, all kinds of cool stuff happen on those videos. So make sure to check that out. And in 2 Sundays, we have a big announcement. We've got a discount code that we need to announce. And it's not for grading. It's not with CAS. It's somebody different. It's a different Star Wars company. And we have become an affiliate. It's a pretty big deal. And that'll be announced in 2 Sundays when I unbox something that they sent me to do an unboxing video for and to promote the discount code of 10% that's going to be happening in a week and a half, 2 Sundays out. So please stick around. That'll be a big surprise. All right, guys, I think that's it. Short and sweet. Get to the point. Make sure to watch all the videos and the upcoming stuff I talked about. Make sure to go down below in the description of this video. Click on that link. There's one hyperlink, and it goes to all of my different links. Again, I'm gaming every single night. If you want to watch me scream and yell and go crazy, playing Warzone with my buddy Slabtown every single night for the most part. Check out the links below. You'll find my Twitch there. It's also here on YouTube, so you don't have to go anywhere. You can watch it. I'd rather have you watch it here on YouTube, but it's happening there. We're also streaming it on Instagram, and we're streaming it on TikTok every single night. It's unbelievable. And then we've got all, of course, the Instagram and the TikTok and my email address and the eBay link and the membership link, all that stuff. I hope you enjoyed the commercial about memberships. Please take a look at those tiers, see what's best for you. We'd love to have you a part of this community. Our members-only live sales, our monthly giveaways, and our weekly members-only live streams are off the hook. We're having a blast with those videos, and if you're not able to see them, you're missing out. So please, again, check out those links below about memberships. We'd love to have you. That's it, guys. Video's over. On to the next one, and until the next time, you guys, which will be tonight, playing Warzone, or this Sunday with that September mail haul video. Oh my gosh, look at this shirt. It's... who knows? But we got Darth Vader, some Stormtroopers, some Boba Fett. What a shirt. Who is your daddy?